Hello and welcome back to another Magic Arena video. I am Magic Sven, and today is part 3 of our series on the historic no ban list event. Starting off the day with Rakdos, which is very similar to the Rakdos list you see in regular historic, though we have moved the curve down somewhat. You notice we're playing the full suite of discard, and that's just because combo is so prevalent in this format. Conversely, we have less fatal pushes than normal because there aren't as many creature decks running around, and we got forward copies of Lightning Bolt to supplement that anyways. 4 Ragavons, just because the monkey is pretty darn broken. 4 Orcish Bowmasters, 3 Shieldred, 4 One Ring, kind of standard Rakdos stuff. Couple Fables of the Mirror Breaker, 1 Kroxa for the late game. And the one big difference here, I think, is we're playing 4 copies of Dreadhorde Arcanist. Since our curve is so much lower and we've got so many good 1-drop spells, the Arcanist just puts in a lot of work and is really earning its keep in the Rakdos deck. So let's take it in the event and see how it does. Okay, good hand here. We got a Thoughtseize. We will keep the 7. We'll lead on the Black Cleave Cliffs and hit them with Thoughtseize. Get those pesky channels out of here. Alright, they kept 6. Let's see what they're up to. Okay, just blue-white stuff. Alright, that makes sense. I think I want the Oko gone. The Veto's pretty decent. Getting this online's pretty good. So they have red, blue, green, white, black. So they do have the full suite, but they don't have the white mana untapped yet. So I'm going to play the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Presumably they didn't draw another land to get everything going. Ragavan is very good. So I think we're going to Ragavan, dash. And they are hitting a stop here. Maybe they have Brainstorm or Bolt. I didn't really count on them drawing Bolt, but it would be pretty good. But I'm not sure which one you would Bolt here. Okay, they're done, yeah, and this is kind of what we're seeing with the meta that I was talking about. Oko decks are kind of too slow now. It's a darn shame, but we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, let's move on. Excellent hand here. We're on the play. We're keeping the 7. We got Thoughtseize and Duress. I will just lead on... Let's go Swamp Thoughtseize here. Appears they are on a Yawgmoth, so I think we just take the Yawgmoth here. I was surprised to see Assemble the Team. You don't usually see that. They have a Death Cap Blade, so they can't play the Young Wolf on turn 1, most likely. I think I want to get my Ragavan going. So let's do that. Ragavan. Attack you. We got an Assemble ourselves. And do I want to Duress or Thoughtseize? Let's just Duress. The odds that they drew the Yawgmoth are pretty bad, and even if they did, I can still just take the other cards. Okay, they drew a Llanowar Elf. We'll take the Assemble the Team. Ragavan goes back to the hand. We'll see if they want to cast that Assemble this turn. If they do... Well, actually they can't, because they lit on a Swamp. They don't have green yet. So a little unfortunate for them. We're going to play Ragavan again. Get in there, attack, hit you. Boom, got a Young Wolf. So now let's Duress. Get the Assemble out. Let's Thoughtseize. Get the Young Wolf out. I just want to, like, strip them of everything that they love and hold dear. Now they can finally play that Llanowar Elf. And they drew a Young Wolf. Okay. And that's pretty good. They do have this Takenuma. And doesn't look like they're going to be doing anything with it. Do I want to discard the Thoughtseize? That's pretty darn close. I think, yes, they can activate Takenuma as an instant. So let's go to combat, hit. Could Bowmaster something if I want. I'll probably just play the One Ring, though. Make him take 2. Ragavan's utility has sort of died at this point, so let's play the One Ring. And get our draw on. Fatal Push is pretty good, actually. So next turn, we should be able to attack with our Shaman. Did get the Takenuma. I did not think they were going to do that. Right? You can do this at instant speed? Now I wish I kept that Thoughtseize. I guess if they know we've discarded 3 Thoughtseizes, maybe it's okay. But yeah, I will be able to keep up this Fatal Push on the Bowmaster. Let's go to attacks, hit. Get in there. Activate our ring. A Kroxa. So I'll play the Den, and I'll play a Kroxa. Force some discards here. Presumably they'll discard whatever the other card is. Okay. Makes sense. And I just pass now. They will be able to refill a lot of their hand here. We do have enough cards for Kroxa to come back. Yes. And then now we play the Yawgmoth. We don't play the Yawgmoth. I don't know what they're waiting for. Okay, then I'm gonna Bowmaster them. Bowmaster this elf. Let's draw some cards. Shieldred's very good. Let's copy Bowmaster. Shoot the elf. Go to combat. Attack, attack, attack. And I don't know what's going on. I think they might have given up the ghost on this one. Pass the turn. Token goes away. Pass. They lose 2 for drawing. And even if they play Yawgmoth and draw a card, then we're still going to get them with the Shieldred and the Bowmaster triggers. So there's the Yawgmoth. Let them draw their card, and that should win us the game. Young Wolf comes back, resolves. Draw the card. Shieldred and Bowmasters come online. Shoot you for the damage. Finish them off. Nice. We got a win over what is probably the current best deck in actual standard, or actual historic. I wonder what they added for this event. Maybe Dark Ritual? Probably Demonic Tutor. I think that makes sense. Interesting stuff. Let's move on. Alright, we're on the play. We've got Bolt and Ragavan to keep. So I like to play all my games kind of like with channel in mind. And this isn't a great one because we don't have turn 1 discard, but we do have early pressure. Bolt plus Ragavan should do some good work here. We also have Bowmasters too, which tends to help. It does look like this is channel. So let's go in. Ragavan might confirm that for us. Ugin the Spirit Dragon. I would say that's a yes. So we're going to hit them with the Thoughtseize. Try and get their channel out. They do have one. Blessing him. Interesting. So I guess this is just to like gain life and keep going. We are going to take that channel, of course. Pass the turn. Imagine we'll see an abundant harvest here for non-land. Inquisition. Inquisition. I think this is when Bowmasters comes down. Because it does an equal amount of damage as Lightning Bolt. It's not as sneaky, but that's okay. Still does at least 3, though. And now the Abundant Harvest for non-land. We got Inquisition. I didn't know they had to reveal that. So let's go all out here. And we got a land from them. Play the Blood Crypt tapped, and now channel doesn't actually do anything. Because they can't channel this. They can Inquisition me, but I will just bolt them in the face. I only have the Mountain in hand. Yep, and they agree. So, yeah, you can see how even if you don't have discard, you can still win if you have early pressure. Of course, that said, we did still hit them with the discard on time to hit that channel. But we got one discard spell and then enough pressure so that their game was over before they could draw the second one. Very nice. Let's go to the next deck. Let's do the Time Warp again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again. So Time Warp and Nexus of Fate are our ban cards here. They basically just say, take another turn. Elrond's Epiphany, also in the format. It has been nerfed, and it's unnerfed here. Take another turn. Has Foretell, also makes 2 1/1 birds. So the hope is we can just delay long enough to get to the ring, Time Warp, start taking all the turns in the world, and eventually win the game with either Oko or Elrond Epiphany birds. This deck, I think, is a little too slow. I feel like these cards might be okay to unban, but also, does anybody really want to unban them? Let's see how it does. Okay, on the play, but we don't have the right Counterspell mana. Hopefully it's not going to matter. Gonna keep it still. Got an Oko, got some Time Warps. No problem, right? No problem whatsoever. Spooky skeleton sleeves over there. Looks like channel. Getting Inquisitioned. Indeed. I'm gonna actually bring this Time Warp back to my hand. See if they can cast the channel right now. Scheming Symmetry. Fascinating, fascinating. I think I just want to land. Okay, and they're taking that Counterspell. Let's play Oko. Get the food going. And we'll see what we're channeling here. Dark Ritual, sure. Dark Ritual. Citadel, okay. Tendrils for not enough. I will be elking that Citadel if they are stuck on lands now. I got another Tendrils off the top, huh? Tendrils for 10? Still not quite enough. They need one more spell. Inquisition, nope, don't have anything there. And then, did they hit the land? Duress, no. So they're going to take my Time Warp. And now I can't actually hit this Citadel without dying, unfortunately. Yeah, I'd love to just Oko it. Well, maybe I still do, because I could crack this for life. But then I don't have a way to... Then, yeah, I don't have a way to stop it. I think I have to just make this a 3/3. And let's attack them. Pass the turn. I wish I... No, Memory Lapse wouldn't do anything. Glad I have the Counterspell. Mind's Desire. I think Mind's Desire for 1 is okay. I will counter the Brainstorm. Brainstorm is probably the best thing you can do in a Tendrils deck. They got a lot of mana. No thanks to Brainstorm. And they do just pass. Alright, then let's Oko you. And let's foretell our Epiphany. No attacks. Land. Citadel's not doing any attacking. No, it is. Okay. Yep, blocking it. They might try to return that at some point. Let's make a food token. And they're done. We didn't even get to do any turn stuff. We just played Oko. I guess sometimes Oko and counterspells is enough, which is kind of what we're hoping for here. I mean, we're like an eventually go off deck. And just stopping them sometimes is enough for that to count. Very nice. Let's move on. Good hand here. Unfortunately, we're on the draw. But we do have turn 2 counterspell. So we're going to hope that that is enough. Turn 2, we get to keep up both Growth Spiral and the Counterspell. I'm going to play this land to start with. Make them think about Spell Pierce. Deathcap Glade. This does look like Channel, and they are Demonic Tutoring. So, presumably, we're getting a Channel with that. We're going to pay the 2 life here, pass the turn. If they duress us, we just let that happen. And then hopefully they don't play a Ulamog. Well, hopefully they don't find a way to just kill us on the spot if they manage to get a duress off before anything else. Yeah, I don't care about that one. Put a land onto the battlefield. So, mill 3, put a land on the battlefield. Sure. Don't think that that's a problem for us. Let's foretell this Epiphany. Yeah, so the Channel is going to try and set off this Realm Breaker. Let's try to counterspell, see if we get a something in response. We don't. Did get a land. Alright, so let's Time Warp. Land. Other Time Warp. Land. Let's cast Growth Spiral. Land into play. Let's play Oko. Elk up your Realm Breaker. And let's attack for 2 in the air. Pass the turn. So now even if they have a Channel, yeah, even if they have the Channel, they don't have a way to go off with it anymore. Probably have a handful of Praetors. I don't think this is the best way to use Channel mana, but it is one of the more fun ways. But yeah, we definitely got a little lucky that they didn't have the Duress or the Veil of Summer, but we'll take our wins where we can. We got to do some turn stuff, we got to do some Oko stuff. Nice. Good hand, unfortunately on the draw again, so we're going to play Cascade first. We're going to get our Counterspell Inquisition. We're going to play the Dream Root. Yep, still lead on Dream Root. No reason not to, even though, well, I guess we could have played Island. No, I do want to have a Growth Spiral up if possible. Let's see if they Channel here. No, they're assembling the team. Luckily, we had the backup Counterspell there. Play our land, pass the turn, not going to foretell the Epiphany, of course. Inquisition. Do I Counterspell that? I think the answer is yes. Oh, let's see if they Veil of Summer. Interesting. It doesn't feel right to me, but maybe it is. Depends on what their follow-ups are. We have a Time Warp in hand. They know everything but the one card, so how cute do I get? I think I should foretell this. It feels a little unfortunate, but that's the way it's going right now. Channel. I don't think keeping up the 3 mana would have fooled them. A little curious what they're going to play, though. Kozilek's not that good, because our spells probably cost way more than theirs. Yeah, so here's Kozilek. They draw a bunch of cards, maybe duress me. We're going to play 1 ring, and that'll keep them off of any more duresses, if they miss here, that is. So we are definitely hoping for a miss. But we should be pretty okay to play around their Kozilek counters. They do have the Duress, which is unfortunate. Kind of want them to take the Time Warp, but they did take the Ring smartly. Wisely, smartly. Okay, we'll foretell this, and we'll keep up our Counterspell here. Take a big fat 12 damage. Ouch. And then I suspect we'll get Thoughtseize several more times. So there's a land. Yeah, they're not gonna like channel again. There's no real point to that. Just lots of... Okay, assemble the team I think is fine. I think I just want to counter Duresses right at this moment. Break expectations. Yeah, we'll counter that one. They can veil it if they want. They don't have it. And we need land. Didn't get it. And not good enough, unfortunately. We are losing this one. Just to the Kozilek. Needed to get that land off the top. Then might have got there. Actually might have got there. Because we could have gone Time Warp, Epiphany, have a lot of birds in the air. I don't even think this has Trample, does it? No, it has Menace, which we absolutely could have been able to block. So we go Epiphany, take our extra turn, hit you with birds, play Epiphany again, hit you for 4. If we find one more Time Warp in there, then we would have been okay. So a little closer than it actually looked on this one, but unfortunately we didn't quite overcome channel here. I haven't played a lot of Historic Brawl recently, but this is a pretty good approximation. This is a Tainted Pact Thassa's Oracle deck. So Thassa's Oracle is the banned card here. It basically says if you don't have any cards in your library, you win the game when you play it. Tainted Pact says exile cards from the top of your library until you hit a repeat. So the idea is all your deck is one of, so you can exile your whole library with Tainted Pact, then play Thassa's Oracle, win the game on the spot. Of course, in this format, we also get to play all the other broken cards. Demonic Tutor is very good. Counterspell, Memory Lapse, Dark Ritual, only okay in here, but it does come in useful from time to time. Lightning Bolt, Thoughtseize, Ragavan, just full of good stuff. So let's take this one into the event. Interesting hand. So we could turn 1 Demonic Tutor for a blue source. I think we're keeping this one, but it's not so easy. Definitely need blue mana. Yeah, I think we have to go hunting for it. And we're gonna take a blue-black land, or maybe a blue-red land. I think that probably makes more sense. Spire Bluff or Steam Vents. Let's take that Spire Bluff. Pass the turn. We get a tapped something or other from the opponent. They've got Kahira, so I guess this is, yeah, this deck. So we could try something here. Let's Tainted Pact. I'm gonna keep my deck list up. And we're gonna do a lot of declining here until we're very low. Specifically want to keep the lands in mind. And I'm hoping I have like a blue land in my bottom 2. Untapped blue land, that is. Of course, we're hitting a lot of the untapped blue lands right now. We still have Islands, Steam Vents, Otawaru, Pathway. Okay. So we still got a good number. Red black land, Island. Okay. Ugh, Steam Vents. Still got Dark Slick. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna keep count of those. We've got 5 untapped, 4 untapped, 3 untapped. That was 2. We got 2 left. There's the Oracle. Decline. Decline. Ooh. Decline. Good. Decline. Okay, we got just Otawaru left. Decline. 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 Oh, it's the last card. So I take this into my hand. Draw Odowaru. Play it. Oracle. Boom. Got him. That was a little risky, a little bit of a gambit, but I don't regret doing it because they could go next turn, play the 4 mana spell that gives you 7 mana, followed by Charbelcher, kill me dead. If they just can play the Charbelcher, then I can't even Prismari command it because I didn't have a second blue or red source. So I feel good about my gambit there. Of course it paid off, but you know, sometimes you gotta go for it, at least for the memes. Okay, we're on the play with this deck, which is just slightly good enough because we have Counterspell on turn 2, I would say. We'll lead on our Xander's Lounge. Also helps to have good mana. This deck doesn't always get good mana, so when you do have it, it is a pleasure. Past the turn, the opponent might be on Elves, or possibly just some natural order stuff of different kind, or just this. Counterspell that, of course. And we'll see. Ooh, we actually have the mana for Archmage Charm. I will Prismari command at end of turn if they don't do anything. Drawing 2 and creating a treasure. Limbus is fine. Actually, yeah, let's get this going. It's pressure. And doesn't look like they're casting Channel this turn, so. So another variant of this deck. They're more of a combo build. So we're gonna hit, pass the turn. Aether Flux Reservoir. That's fine. We get to destroy that. And then draw 2, discard 2. That and that. Okay, what don't we want? Definitely Cling. And I guess the Stormcarved Coast, so we can just slam the Shieldred. It depends on it. I could play around more channels, but the question is, do I want to? So we're hitting them to 10, essentially. I think Shieldred at least, like, actually puts them to 10 right now. With this draw, stops them from drawing even more extra cards, and now if they want to channel, they have to, like, really do it well. See, this is an extra draw, 1, 2, 3 damage coming right at them. Yeah. Yeah, these cards, they're still good. They're still good, it turns out. So keep them in your regular historic decks, because you can just hose some decks, it turns out. Okay, we got 1 of 2 pieces, missing red mana. It's not a great hand, but we're up against Yorion, so I don't feel so bad not having Counterspell or discard on right away. Yorion gives up that ghost a little bit. Lead on the river. And we'll play our Odowaru. Yes. Pass the turn. Pretty much just looking for Tainted Pact. Looks like this is like a Field of the Dead deck, I would say. Pass. Bowmasters. Now let's just seek new knowledge. Resolved immediately. I think I put the Prismari command back. Okay, we did draw the red source, so that's a good sign. Definitely just passing here. See what Yorion's up to. Treasure hunt. Oh my. Yeah, you got it. Well, they drew a lot of lands. Sick. Oh, it's so cool. Oh man. Alright, Saren's Ransom. Let's go. What did they draw? Another treasure hunt. So I can get lands or I can get spells. I want the mystery cards. Shieldred's Addict. Okay, let's play Iteration. Oracle, huh? Hey, they only have 1 card in there. So let's put Drown in the hand, Oracle in the library, Spire Bluff over here. Play that. Pass the turn. Do have to discard a card, and probably something that doesn't matter. What doesn't matter? Probably this? No, I do want to cast that. I don't think Shieldred's Edict is going to matter. So they probably play another treasure hunt, then we'll see how they win the game. They played a tapped land. Okay, treasure hunt. They drew a few more cards and got another treasure hunt. I'm going to cling to dust my graveyard. And let's get the Seek New Knowledge out of there. We're doing my graveyard because I still want to be able to drown in the lock whatever they have planned for me. Okay, my land's all coming to play untapped anyways, so let's play Xander's Lounge. Pass the turn. And then we can drown stuff in the lock. So they still have 36 cards in their hand, so that resolves. Do I just counter this? Yeah, why not? Counter your treasure hunt. And they're done, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's treasure hunt. that's the treasure hunt experience. I wonder what they were looking for. The zombie card? That would be my guess. Yeah. I've always tried to make this card work. It'd be like a really nice one for the channel, but yeah, it just never quite gets there. This is kind of your experience. So, anyways, let's move on to our next deck. Elves. Our elves list here, not too much different than what you would normally see in the historic ladder. Main difference is, of course, that we have natural order. 4 mana sorcery, sack a green creature, search for a green creature, put it directly onto the battlefield. Only one notable target, really, it's Craterhoof Behemoth. Craterhoof comes in, creatures get huge and trample, and you attack your opponent to death. The only other banned card we're playing is Once Upon a Time, and this is probably the deck that Once Upon a Time is best in. It lets us really make our land count really low, so we've only got, you see here, 18 lands. Only other thing I want to note is Allosaurus Shepherd says any green spells you control can't be countered, so it's a great way to keep your natural order protected. Let's take this one into the event. Ooh, look at the hand, look at the hand. We got elves into the shepherd, into the order. Love it, love to see it. This is about as good as you could ask. Let's hope we don't get channeled on turn 2. Llanowar elves to start things off, and we'll go shepherd into something. Okay, they didn't play anything else, so let's just go Shepherd. Shepherd, Mystic. They definitely have a bolt or a path. Like, there's no other reason why you would play Sacred Foundry like that. Mystic. Who we gonna hit? Nobody. Okay. Nobody it is. Oh, we're goblins. Okay. Drew that. So let's go Mystic. Elvish Clan Caller. And let's just smack them around. Elves versus Goblins, the classic. It just warms the cockles to see elves versus goblins. Alright, what do we have? I wonder what the white's for. Swords. Yep. And then, okay, so it's probably like tokens more than it's goblins. Let's go this, and I think we're good here. Sack Mystic. Get Craterhoof. Pow, everybody's big. Hit ya. Yeah. We just got too much early damage in there that it didn't really matter that... Well, I think this was even... Craterhoof's a messed up card, y'all. It is a messed up card. It does so much damage, but yep, we did a lot of damage. Let's continue. Okay, not a super strong hand, but we're gonna keep it. It's got Sentinel, it's got Natural Order, which is the one we really want. Up against maybe a combo deck. Double Mishra's Bauble. Oh my god, triple Mishra's Bauble? Can we get the full 4? Nope, apparently not. Just the 3. So we're gonna cycle our hand here real quick. They're gonna know all the information about all the top sub libraries. And twice on their own, you got it. Then Yavimaya Coast, refill that hand. Alrighty, and they have discovered our secret that we are elves. Elvish Archdruid pretty much gives that game right away. Green Source, Mox Amber, Channel? No, okay. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. Leaf Crowned Visionary, let's get in there. Didn't pause for any counterspells, so I think they're looking for Channel. Assume this is like a Kinnan combo with Channel. Realm Breaker. Okay, I see. I see what we're doing. Very interesting. So no need, I don't think, to play Decline. And then let's do this. Tap one of these guys. Hit ya. Yeah, just hoping they don't get their combo off right now. Another Realm Breaker. Aren't these legendaries? Yeah. GG, they say. So we'll sack our elf. Go natural ordering. Crater Hoof. Doing our thing. Hit them for a bunch. Give them a good game since they gave it to us. Yeah, they just didn't get their channel. They didn't get to do the things that they wanted to do. Yeah, this is kind of my thing with these variants on channel. Like, it's probably better just to cast Ulamog, which is a little unfortunate. That's just the best thing you can do. When you could put, 20 Praetors into play, which is pretty sweet, but they probably drew a bunch of Praetors instead of drawing Ulamogs. So, anyways, let's move on. So we canned, but I want to keep it just to show how this deck would fare. Ooh, Tiefling Outcast, okay. Play my Elvish Mystic. That's a very aggressive card. Ooh, double team. Okay, so this is going to be Winota, I think. Or block this. No, not this time. Not this time. No! No, why'd they do it? I guess it didn't matter if I blocked it. I would have taken one less damage. Because I would have blocked, they would have Bowmastered. But yeah, I think they should have just pre-combat Bowmastered it. If they're going to do it anyways, might as well. But not a big deal. We are going to just die to some Winota real fast as soon as that comes down. They got all the mana, no blocks on that one. Archon of Emeria. And non-basics enter tapped. Oh, at this time? At this kind of area? This space and time? Alright, we're gonna play Dwinian's Elite. No attacks. My one non-basic. Oh. Alright, let's see the Winota. Tapped Blood Crypt. So they don't have it. It doesn't appear. Alright, take some damage. Yep. A Crucius. Discard that Tiefling, maybe. Discard a young Peasy. No, a seasoned Peasy. Again, real ambitious with it, so... Be curious what they have, for sure. We're gonna play Dwinian's Elite. Oh yeah, we can only play one spell per turn, so... I want to attack with my 2/2. No, the 2/2 is keeping all their 1/1s back. There's Winota. So even if I hadn't noticed that little snafu about the one spell per turn, I think I'm probably just dead here in any case. There's Seasoned Pyromancer. Discard some cards, get some Duders. Juggernaut Peddler. Yep, this is what I got going on. There goes the Crater Hoof. But I do get this lovely Juggernaut instead. Archon. Another Juggernaut Peddler. Goodbye, Elvish Visionary. Visionary? Clan Caller. It's all Juggernauts as far as the eye can see. And then Seasoned Pyromancer. I'm guessing their build is not running Angrath. They got 4 blockers. So let's kill some stuff. We take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think that's it. And they are going to discard a card, go ambitious on me. And let's attack with all except for the Mystic. Just kind of hoping they mess up. I didn't think they were going to, but I think they just lose now. Okay, well, we won the game, but no, it's not really how that should have gone. Got a little lucky on that one. Opponent was not thinking the castle through, I think. We were definitely supposed to be dead there. And that concludes part 3 of our showcase of the historic no banned list event. I hope you all are enjoying these videos. I've got 1 more coming still, 4 more decks for you, and then we'll call it a wrap and take a look at what we think could be safely unbanned in the format. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks again.